Hey everyone, how's it going? For those of you who are new here, my name is Jacob Williams. I am a professional music producer and composer, and today we're going to be doing something a little fun, a little spontaneous. So normally I upload album reactions or song reactions periodically, but I try to do an album reaction once every Friday, as well as a Patreon exclusive based on what you guys vote for. Occasionally I do some spontaneous stuff in between. Today, and you're gonna notice if you watch both videos, today I'm actually filming two videos. We're gonna do this one where we cover these surprising Magdalena Bay singles. Again, I don't follow them on social media or anything, so I don't know if they did any teasers leading up to these songs or whatnot, but the artwork looks really cool, and I think there's a music video for the other one, so we're gonna listen to both of them, and I'm gonna kind of give you a producer's perspective on it, kind of address any sort of cool catchy bits that are happening and what might be happening with them. The other video I'm going to be filming is for one of my favorite artists that hasn't released music in years now, Hugo Madion. Before we get started, let's give some love to our lovely, awesome patrons right here. They are the reason why there is so much effort and time being poured into these videos right now. For those of you who are not patrons, if you sign up as a patron, you will get exclusive content every week. Eventually it will go live for everyone in about a month, but you'll get early access to pretty much double content. So you'll get the stuff here on YouTube, and you'll get stuff also like ahead of time, earlier than everyone else. You'll get like an extra upload a week, but like a month early before everyone else. So it's pretty fun. And sometimes I post little extra bits on there. It's kind of like a little secret club. We have fun over there. The Mercurial World album reaction that was posted on Patreon as the first exclusive will be going live, I believe, next week for all of you. So if you haven't seen it yet because you are not a patron or supporter of this channel, don't worry, it's coming for everyone to check out relatively soon. Let's go ahead and jump right into this, shall we? We're gonna start with Star Eyes first because it's not the music video. I kind of want to save the music video for a little after. So we're gonna play this and see what Magbay has been cooking up for us this last year. Very prog rock so far. It definitely is giving me progressive rock. I'm almost getting Pink Floyd, like Dark Side of the Moon vibes a little bit, maybe a Hair of the Wall influence. Also hearing maybe a little bit of David Bowie Black Star as well. Just that very brooding, very avant-garde, jazzy, sort of out there chord progression. We got to talk about those drum fills, man. And again, I think it's Matthew who does all the music that you guys were saying in Magbay. Those jazzy drum fills are amazing. I like the amount of life that it brings to their music. I even said that on the Mercurial World album reaction. There's a lot to be said about their sort of dynamic. Even if, like, for me personally, it might be a little extra to just listen to all the time, I can still sit here and appreciate the amount of effort and thought that go into even just the smallest moments in a Magbay song. I'm hearing it on here. I'm wondering how it's going to transition a little later, but I'm hearing those horns come back. I'm also hearing a lot of modulation on Mika's voice. Ooh, nice fries. Nice little hook.
But you've got to chase the night away instead of wondering. You try to let the sleeping dogs die instead of wonder why.
That was a really cool melodic hook that was sort of existing in that like sort of liminal ethereal space. Mika is definitely carrying her weight when it comes to her vocal technique here. I remember one of my kind of critiques in a way, and it doesn't come from any negative space or place of negativity or anything, because even as a vocalist myself, I struggle with sort of expanding my range and working with it. But even on, it was one of the Magbay albums. I'm trying to think if it was Imaginal Disc or if it was Mercurial World. One of them, I was like, I wish that Mika would just open up her palette a bit more and just explore different types of like using her range other than what we're hearing here. And I'm hearing a definitely a push towards using fry and other kinds of vocal techniques.
You can't change the blooming of a red side, so you've got to face the knife and waste it. No more yesterday.
They're killing the acid jazz game right now. This is Acid Jazz Revival 2025 happening right before our eyes. That is just, I don't know. I didn't appreciate it that much when I was listening to Imaginal Disc for the first time, because I was kind of caught off guard by how versatile this band was. And now that I'm hearing the shuffling and the more contained groove in this song and kind of sort of understanding, I guess, the headspace of the artist a bit better, I'm like, ooh, yeah, bring it. It's a nice, groovy sort of pocket in the way that she sings Bloom while the bass just sinks down into that interval. It's butter.
Sunrise, instead of wonder why, oh, starrise.
Nice string swell. Ooh, this is relaxing. Does this lead into the next song? I almost want to say it does. And one more thing. Let's finish out this outro. Hold on. So that was really cool. I would say that's Magbay at their most organic. There wasn't a whole lot of digital stuff going on. There wasn't really any synth pop. There wasn't any of their sort of signature like boom, 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 boom kind of sound to it. If anything, this was more of their prog rock, jazz roots shining through. It was very acid jazz, down-tempo, massive attack, stuff we've been talking about a lot lately that's kind of coming back, right? A lot of like late 90s, 2000s stuff. That's kind of what this reminds me of, but more like in their lane, kind of fitting to their sound. But it's definitely more acid jazz with the way that they're either samples or they're VSTs played on a keyboard like this one and kind of packaged to sound like they're coming off of a record or they're coming off of some sort of chamber reverbed live space and being used in a piece of music. Let's go on to the music video, which is for the song Second Sleep. Let's see what that is sounding like. Now, I want to disclose before we listen, I have never seen a Magdalena Bay music video, so I don't know what to expect. I know you guys were saying in the comments of my previous videos that Magdalena Bay has a lot of the context of their songs in the music videos. Like there's a narrative element to it. So let's just dive into this new one.
Second sleep is calling out to me. If I don't wake up, oh, I have the sense not to make a mess. I fall in love just to hurt myself.
So far, this song has more of that down-tempo jazz, prog rock type of stuff to it. They might be leaning more into those roots just overall as a whole, like away a little bit from the synth pop. I heard keyboards, but they sounded more like, you know, Redbone, Awaken My Love, like R&B inspired and soul inspired. Nice. Oh, that's really cool. That was such a cool transition. Oh, nice freeze frame. That was such a nice transition from that sort of drudging, like, this is giving the impression of, oh, I'm going to work, mundane, like day job type of stuff, like work zombie kind of narrative, right? But I'm getting this whole, like, you know, acid jazz, you know, drum fills, moody, jazzy stuff. And it's just like, I hate waking up. I hate going to my 9 to 5. And then just, whoa, a lift into a pop chord progression. So we are getting a little bit of that pop, but it's more jazz. It's more organic sounding still. And I can respect that, because if they come from a place of prog rock, why not lean more into your roots? I'm at my roots, I'm an EDM producer, so I always lean into my roots whenever I can. Like, I always lean into bass music whenever I can. From a directorial standpoint, that was really cool how when the riser was finished, she looked right at the camera. So shout out to the director. And if they directed this themselves, good move. Oh. I like those weird things back there. That's me right now. This is why I never watch music videos, is because I get distracted so easily. But I'm loving the vibe of the music video. It's very creepy. It's very, like, I don't even want to say Tim Burton. It's like weirder than that. It's like more, like Danny Elfman. You know, like with the big heads and the like weird looking aesthetics and stuff. I actually kind of dig it. It's kind of cool. So I'll have to watch more music videos for some of their songs. But I'm liking how weird and wacky it is. And we're getting that kind of similar jazz thing that we heard on some Imaginal Disc songs. But it's again way more organic. And I'm kind of digging it. I'm kind of liking that they're embracing kind of their true like roots on these songs. I like Matthew just kind of chilling in the background. Oh, I love that lyric. So it's cool. It's almost like two different lifts into the pop chord progression, right? We get the one leading to the main hook, and we get this one leading to a lower chord, which is probably like the fourth or the fifth. Again, I would need time to really dissect the music theory behind this, but I'm hearing it go up to this really like high chord and then da-na-na, which is very pop. It's actually very 70s pop if I had to date it. It's given the narrative of what's happening here, it feels very like dystopian. You know, it feels very like, hey, this is the grind that everyone does, and you're also stuck in the same rat race. And that chord progression kind of adds to the whole like home factor of the dystopian thing that they're going for here, at least in my opinion. You guys know this is all my opinion, right? Like, I'm not like an expert on any of this. I only know what my ears are hearing and what I'm perceiving. And I'm really liking how shuffly, jazz, organic this whole thing is. Ooh, hear that guitar back there? Oh.
So far to get
Bunch of Tiki Moonhead people.
understanding.
Killing it on the drums and bass back there. Yo, someone give Matthew some tips, please. Getting a lot of that sort of stompy, like alt rock, progressive rock thing that they like to do, especially on Imaginal Disc. And it's kind of doing that jazz groove. So the jazz like funk groove before had a bit of a bounce to it. It was going ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Now we're getting that, but in a more fast tempo, more fast, like in your face energy, more rushed, more rat racy. And we're also having a lot of reverbed backing vocals in this big chamber just being sidechain compressed. At least I think it's being sidechain compressed with the typical instruments that are usually doing sidechain compression, which is the kick and the snare. I don't really know, though. I'd love to talk to these people about how they produce their music or go watch their content on YouTube shortly. I might actually do that today, depending on if I have time. But I'm really, really, really liking the overall vibe of the song. Let's see how it epically finishes. Yep, corporate burnout. That's what does it. Cool series of singles that we had there. I'm really sorry if there was a cut or an edit at any point in there. My screen recorder is just bad and it likes to cut things out, but I'm really excited for Magbay here. I really want to see what their next chapter looks like. And so far it's sounding like a more mature version of Imaginal Disc. It's sounding like it's going a little bit away. Both songs sound like they're going a little bit away from synthpop as a whole and more into progressive rock and jazz, but we're still getting that sort of upbeat, cinematic kind of thing. It's going more like expanding as much as they can into some of these diverse areas of music. And I'm really excited to see where this duo takes it next. It was cool to hear Micah expanding her vocal range a bit outward and sort of trying things that I haven't really heard on a Magbay song before, and really going for those big, long notes on those upbeat pop chord progressions. And I mean, I know they work together in the productions, but I'm going to give Matt a lot of credit here for going through and carving out so many different niches in this genre and sort of not allowing Magdalena Bay to be pigeonholed. Because even if I were to recommend this group to people, even when I was trying to describe it to my wife, I was like, I can't even give you really one style they fit into, because they fit into a fine line between so many different genres and styles. Again, shout out to Magdalena Bay. I mean, who's excited for what they're doing next? And what do you guys think of this double single that just came out? Thank you guys so much for your time, and have a great rest of your day.